Making sure we're live here. For some reason, Twitch doesn't seem to think I'm live. Hold on, let me check. Okay, no, we're live. Okay. For some reason, Twitch doesn't seem to think I'm live. Hold on, let me check. Okay. Yeah. I didn't stream last week, so I felt like, I don't know, I probably shouldn't go 2 weeks in a row without streaming. Probably the thing that you're supposed to do. So yeah, I didn't really know what I wanted to play, so I decided to load up Emissary Aggro. And I haven't changed the list yet. I'm probably gonna change it here a bit. But this is basically like the list that I made. I don't know how long ago it was, like a year, 2 years ago. So yeah, I like pretty much like wrote the book on this deck in GOAT format. It was a pretty short book, but I did write the book. One thing that I want to change actually is I don't like 3 Sakuretsu main decked, and I don't mean like I don't like 3 Battle Traps main decked. I mean that since people play cards like Nobleman of Extermination and King Dragoon, I think that playing the widespread over the 3rd Saku is just strictly better at this point. I mean, obviously there's some disadvantages to widespread too, but like, I don't want to get my Saku Nobleman to then have to like banish 2 more. I was actually looking at the side deck, and like surprisingly enough, there aren't that many things that I feel like I want to change. I don't feel like I want Mind Crush anymore. I don't feel like I want Vortex. So there's like 3 things I have to change. And it's like I had 2 Kaikus my side. And this is even before like Chaos was really popular, so it's like definitely not going to change that. I mean, I think the worst matchup for this deck definitely is Chaos. I know someone mentioned Oppressed People to me. Because like I have Giant Soldier Stone in the side. Oppressed People is kind of similar. The difference is that Oppressed People is a water for Abyss Soldier, and Giant Soldier of Stone isn't. I mean, Abyss Soldier might just suck ass now. I mean, we'll kind of have to see. Oh yeah, another thing I want to side is a Borg. Because like against Chaos, we just, it's just the better tribute monster, I think. But yeah, as far as Oppressed People versus Giant Soldier, I think it's pretty close. I mean, Giant Soldier can't attack though, which I mean it can be relevant. Sometimes you just want to attack for 13. Especially against like these, I don't know, like burn decks or whatever that play like Gravity Bind. I think a lot of times, or I guess against them you have Sonic Duck. Okay, I don't know. Maybe Oppressed People is just better than Giant Soldier Stone. Because Giant Soldier gets sided in against aggro. I don't know, maybe sometimes against aggro you want to attack. It's hard to say. I know in the brief period of time that I did play this deck, I wasn't sure if 2 Sonic Ducks was enough for Emissary. Thinking like maybe you could main 3 or go like 2 Sonic Ducks in the Giant Soldier main deck. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, I mean, Ivan Rescue Cat's actually really good in Go format. I streamed it like a few weeks ago, and I think people kind of like think the deck is a joke, but it's not a joke. It's actually pretty real. I know it doesn't necessarily answer your question. And I also don't know what deck you're playing, so that doesn't help either. I mean, I think Chop Dust Shoot is pretty good in general. Mind Crush is also pretty good in general. Those are probably 2 of the better cards. Obviously, the Mind Crush, you kind of have to know what you're doing. Like, I think the strat is basically like, if they do something like activate Last Will, you go like chain Mind Crush, call Rescue Cat, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the last 2 side cards should be. I'm not super inclined to change anything in the main, to be honest. I think the main is like pretty standard. Like I said, the only thing that I'd consider changing in the main is adding a 3rd vanilla. guess like probably second Magic Jammer. Second Magic Jammer is probably good. Chaos Return, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know his deck. I mean, he used to be maining Dust Shoot, and then I think now he's siding it. So that probably helps. I mean, Gravekeeper's Spy is pretty good against Rescue Cat, which you have, just because it blocks a lot of damage. I mean, it also depends on their list. Like, you said Rescue Cat OTK, so I'm assuming that they really are, like, dedicated to the OTK. But some of these Rescue Cat OTK decks are, like, kind of burn hybrids. Like, my Rescue Cat list played, like, I don't even remember. I think it played, like, 3 traps or something. Some of those decks play, like, a dozen traps. So, I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried. I think Chaos Return, you'll do fine. Even if you're not favored, it's probably close, right? Like, you definitely don't get shit on by Rescue Cat. But yeah, in general, I don't know. You just kind of have to be, when you're up against a combo deck, you just kind of have to be aggressive. That's just how you're supposed to play a matchup in general, I think. Try to think if we need like anything for Warriors in our side. Maybe. I guess against Warriors we could just side a second Brain Control. That has to be good. Alright, we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. Call it a day. Give this a shot here. I mean, like, I don't really want to be siding Berserk Grill in this deck. Because, like, our monsters, that's, like, kind of the good stuff that we have against Warriors, right? Like, all of our monsters are really good against Warriors, but not all of our spells or chops are good against Warriors. Because, Because, like, I say that because we have, like, Skill Drain, Dust Shoot, and Cross Out, which are all, like, really bad against Warriors. Yeah, this probably isn't even enough. I might need, like, another spell or trap that's good against Warriors. Yeah, we got, like, Brain Control, Bottomless, Heavy. I don't know. Let's see how it works. I mean, I think Brain Controls is better than Smashing Ground against Warriors since we have, like, 3 Mobius. See how it works. It's funny. I don't think I'm gonna win a lot of matches with this deck, but I feel like every time I think that, I do win matches, and then when I think I am gonna win, I don't. Like, my expectations are often not very accurate, I guess. Like, I'll, like, build some Goat Control deck and be like, okay, here are, like, my 10 cards that are amazing against the meta. Not play any meta, go, like, 0-3. Then I'll, like, throw together a Rescue Cat deck that's, like, probably not even optimal and go, like, 4-0. So, it's... We'll see how it works. See how it works out. So, give me a sec here. We're going second. Well, that seemed to be a bit better if we're going first. The old Dust Shoot. It's probably like a Chaos deck. Oh man, I was right. Oh, it's a combo deck though. Yeah, I think we just want to get rid of Chaos Sorcerer here. Chaos Sorcerer is Eco Diffusion. Yeah, okay. The other reason I'm like sending back Sorcerer here, just so you guys can see, this is his hand. He had 2 Sorcerers, I sent 1 back. The other reason I sent back Sorcerers because I can literally deal with every other monster that he has. I was gonna drain here. I mean, technically we don't have to drain, but I think just playing drain is better. Like, we could just let this resolve and have his bolts draw 5, but I don't, like, want to get shit on. You know, if the Cyberjar is really lucky, we could definitely be in trouble. So I think draining's safer play. But yeah, now he gets to Dust Shoot us, but luckily, like, the Dust Shoot doesn't matter that much. He said go on. Okay, he's just not gonna Dust Shoot, I guess. Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna go Brain Control Mobius. I don't understand why this guy just wouldn't Dust Shoot. I think this guy's a fucking idiot. I mean, we don't get Mobius's effects, but, like, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, his hand is literally a dead Dust Shoot, a dead Dimension Fusion, his entire hand is dead, basically. So yeah, he has Dust Shoot, Set, Diffusion, Sork, M-Jar in hand. And for some reason, this guy doesn't want to take 15. Although Duel Links book has been super, like... He just conceded! Why did the guy not Dust Shoot? Like, he knows that I know that he has it. Why would he not Dust Shoot? I think this guy is on drugs or something. Guys, there's no, like, don't try to get, like, tricky and save your Dust Shoot. Just flip your fucking Dust Shoot. Like... It's really that simple. I hate to say it, but it really is. It kind of is that simple, you know. So yeah, I'm siding in like a bunch of monsters. What do we side out? He's like twin-headed behemoth probably isn't that great in this matchup. Yeah, side in like so I'm siding out. Okay. Yeah, Duel Links being kind of laggy. Let's see how this works out. Basically, I'm siding in like the 2 Kaikus and kind of like a mini Rhoda package. Well, this hand is broken and our opponent's letting us go first. I don't understand what's going on. I feel like our opponent's just trying to lose here. Okay, so he goes discard light in a dark. I mean, that's pretty good for him. I mean, we just have the nuts, so unless our opponent has something really good. I mean, he didn't go for a big brain play. He just didn't know what he was doing. Like, there's no other way to put it than that. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so solemn, TT, graceful. I mean, he has graceful, which is good. But plus side is, like, I mean, I guess he doesn't have to fire off his graceful yet. I actually think that he should fire it off here. Yeah, so his graceful isn't going to go +1 at least. He got rid of solemn. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't really care about this duo. This deck in general doesn't really care about duo very much. He did hit one of the better cards in our hand, though. Reinforcement Army is probably, like, the best card in our hands. Oh, I'm a fucking sack. I mean, not really. I mean, we're just gonna summon Kaiku. It'll force out Torrential. Okay, yeah. So, we got the Torrential out of the way. It's like, what else are we gonna do, you know? So now we don't know any of our opponent's cards, because he activated Graceful, discarded Solemn, and then he used Torrential on our Kaiku. Maybe we'll top deck the second Kaiku. We did not top deck the second Kaiku. Oh, I actually realized I should have sided this out. I drew Sinister, but I realized that in this matchup we're supposed to side it out, since I also sided out of this soldier. This is what I get for my lack of experience in the matchup. And not really lack of experience in the matchup, just lack of experience playing my own deck. Yeah, we could definitely lose this game, just because we're kind of doing nothing. Which is never a great spot to be in. And I don't really want to summon Sinister and attack, because then we just get Sorked and that kind of blows. We did draw a good card, though. Yeah, so we definitely like, you know, going 1-for-1 and making our opponent pay half. So all we need to do is just draw monsters and we're in great shape. Okay, that's fine unless he, like, kills us. Okay, yeah, that's definitely fine. That is not killing us. Oh, he did have Solemn. He drew all 3 Solemns. I'm considering setting Sinister. Yeah, I would probably just set Sinister. I mean, I have a feeling our opponent didn't side out Crossout against us, since, you know, people are bad and just don't side out Crossouts against aggro. But our Sinister's gonna do nothing anyway, because our Graceful got Solemn that our tribe is gone, so we literally have nothing to discard Sinister to. Okay, good. We finally drew a good card. Of course, I say that when we open pot duo dust shoot. Finally drew a good card. And I know he doesn't have another solemn because he's already used 3. Yeah, he's used, like, basically every power card in his deck here. He's used Mirror, Torrential, 3 Solemns, Graceful, Heavy, and Duo. I mean, he could top deck Pot of Greed, that would be pretty good. But, like, that's about, like, the only super sick card left. I think we're just gonna take the hits here. Funny enough, I have widespread set, and if it was Saku, it would be better here. So I just immediately got punished for my tech choice. Because if it was Saku, I would love to Saku the warrior lady, but since it's widespread, I don't want to widespread the tribe. You know, it just goes to show that in life, not everything works out the way you hope it does. You know? But we do have Sonic Duck, the most powerful monster in the game. So, I think we'll be fine. If we draw a ring, our opponent would just die. So we got that going for us. Snatch Steal? You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, I forgot. He also has Snatch Steal left. He had that 1 power card. Of course he has Snatch Steal Sorcerer for his last 2. Yeah, it's funny. If we had Sakura instead of widespread, we would just have 1,500 more life points here, which is pretty significant. Like, being at 2650 instead of 1150 would just be so much better. But, we got some good stuff going for us. Luckily, our opponent can't activate Dimension Fusion. Man, he just topped Pot of Greed. Guy had Snatch Sorcerer into top decked Pot of Greed. Into another Chaos Monster. Jesus Christ. Well, if this is a fucking Dakochi or something, I'll be pretty upset. Man, I guess let's go for game. I mean, Emissary or Kaiku's game, so I don't see a reason. Okay. So yeah, he just pays half, blocks the hits. I mean, we're still in a pretty good spot. He doesn't even have Chaos Monsters in his grave. So... I don't know, like, what he's supposed to do. This guy doesn't know what his own card does. Trying to put Chaos Monsters back in his grave. Look at this guy. Just look at this guy. I guess if he plays Bazoo, he could top deck that for game. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of interesting, because I talked about, like, my logic for using the widespread over the third Saku, and it... widespread was just clearly worse than Saku in that game. But it's hard. It's obviously a very, like, corner case scenario. So yeah, we'll try again. That was kind of a weird match. I feel like our matches are always weird. Okay, let's find our match. Oh, I gotta decide who goes first. Where am I? There we are. Oh, this is pretty amazing hands. Man, our hand wasn't pot graceful dust shooter to... Oh, we're just up against dragons. Okay. Man, I have skill drain set, and our opponent has like 2 recruiters in his hand. That's annoying. We were definitely setting one of these back. I'm just not sure which one is better. I don't know. I guess probably Mass Dragon. Like, what does Flying Kamakuri even get? I don't think anything that we care about. And Horus level 8 is basically just a dead card. You should ask for a response, because if I had Solemn, I would totally Solemn this pot, agreed. You know, if I had it. Alright, I guess we're about to find out what this gets. Maybe this just gets some broken card. But, you know, if it gets some broken card, more credit to him, I guess. What? He's just not using the effect? What is going on? It's like, what is this guy doing? Oh, it gets... Okay, so both the recruiters get this guy. And he's just gonna level it up. Okay, let me make sure this guy doesn't win the game. So in one monster, target a monster with less than... Destroy the target. I don't really have much of a way to kill this guy. This card, destroyed a monster by battle this turn. You can get a level 7. Well, I would say skill drain's pretty shitty against this guy's deck. So it seems. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's say go. I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Man, this guy mains Decree. Well, I mean, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised about that. I mean, we saw Horus. So we take 800. And we take 12. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna brain control this guy uses effects. That has to be pretty good, right? Sucks, we're probably gonna lose to Royal Decree. I mean, this would be so sick if we had Mobius. God, if we had Mobius in our hands. Is there any reason to premature? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think doing pre really accomplishes anything. It'd be nice if it, like, killed him, but it doesn't kill him, so... You know, gotta take what we can get. Yeah, we're just gonna, like, die to random monsters. Yeah, our deck, I will say, like, one problem with our deck is we really cannot deal with Decree. We cannot deal with Decree at all. I basically need to top deck, like, a Snatch Stealer or an Abyss Soldier or a Tribe. If we don't draw one of those... Oh, well, we drew Graceful. We drew Graceful. I mean, one would hope that one of these three cards is something good, right? Oh, no, apparently not. Oh, no, we're fine, actually, we're fine. False alarm, false alarm. I say it because we have pre-Mobius. Unfortunately, I have no emissary targets left. So we're just getting Sonic Duck, I guess. Yeah, I will just attack for 1,000 here. Yeah, so during your standby phase, you can level it up. So yeah, that doesn't bother me. So yeah, when he brings out his guy, we're just gonna torrential. So yeah, I mean, we are down on cards in life. We do have Sinister in our grave. Yeah, we do have some pretty good back rows. So, I don't know. I mean, plus our opponent has a dead Horus level 8 in his hand and a Snatch that he might never get to use. So yeah, we know two of the cards in his hand, Snatch and Horus. So that, I mean, one of these cards could be Cross Out. But I don't know, I think it's kind of like if he has Cross Out, he has Cross Out, you know? I don't know, maybe I shouldn't set Sinister, it's hard to say. Since my life is so low, I kind of want to be able to block a hit. If my life was like 4,000 here, I wouldn't set Sinister. Like, that was one of the things I was trying to explain in the video that I uploaded the other week, is that, like, life points is its own card advantage. Like, having lower life kind of does require you to waste cards sometimes. And here I have Skill Drain, but I don't even think I'm going to use it. Like, I literally don't even think I want to use it. Well, maybe I should, because we can attack over his guy. Yeah, and his guy's in attack mode. By the way, you should always special summon Thousand Eyes in defense when you're taking a face down for this reason. Yeah, just gonna Skill Drain. Because now it's like, if I draw some monster with big attack, like, he could just be dead here. So, like, that's... Yeah, he's actually just dead because of his misplay. So yeah, that's like, it's a very minor optimization in GOAT format, but it's definitely one that everyone should do, because like, okay, maybe only 1% of GOAT format decks play Skill Drain, but 1% isn't 0%, so... But yeah, I actually love that came up, because, like, I've actually been telling people for years that they've been misplaying by special summoning their Thousand Eyes in attack, because it doesn't play on Skill Drain, and they're just like, oh yeah, whatever, man, that'll never happen. It's like, no, it actually does happen. It might only happen every 1 in, 10,000 games, but it eventually will happen. Oh, he's going Cyberstein. Depending on what he gets, he might just be dead. Oh no, he's probably gonna get King Dragoon. Yeah. If he makes a Horus level 8 turn 1, I probably just lose. Like, if he has level up, okay, yeah, we just lose. Because of course my deck only plays like 10 spells, but I opened 3, so... Okay, I mean, so, sometimes you can't beat these hands, right? I mean, when you open Cyberstein level up, like, yeah, that's kind of a tough one to beat. That's kind of a tough one to beat. I hate to say it. I don't know why he would waste book there. Okay. Alright, I mean, this guy, like, opened the Stone Cold Nuts. Literally negate all of your spells and traps turn 1. And we can't target his guys either, just in case. Yeah, unfortunately, we are kind of dead. I don't know. I'll make him think I have Mirror Force. We're gonna make him think we have Mirror Force. Who knows? Maybe he'll play around Mirror Force and we'll get an extra turn. Oh, okay, he's gonna play around Mirror Force. And he's putting his Horus level 8 in defense. Oh my god, we actually could win. If we just top deck something that kills the level 8, then we could just win. You see, what I love about this is, like, he's probably thinking, well, geez, if he was just dead, he would just concede. But it's like, no, I'm not gonna concede. What can we draw? I guess not really that much. Because, like, we actually just don't... Oh, no! We drew an out. Oh, my God. How... If I swear to God, if I win this game, I am just a stone-cold master. I mean, I don't think I can. But it's like... You never know. Because, like, we still can't target his guys, which kind of blows. But I can't activate Pot of Greed. And it's possible that off this Pot of Greed, now I actually do draw the Mirror Force. And then we could just be back in the game. I don't know. So we probably lost, but, like, you never know. Maybe our opponent will just play around Mirror Force for 2 turns in a row. Maybe he'll tribute 2 monsters for Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we'll saw him. Okay. I will say this is one deck where Widespread's better than Saku, because Widespread kills King Dragoon and Saku doesn't. So, you know, last match, Saku is definitely better, but this match, Widespread's definitely the better card. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything in my side that, like, just beats, like, the nuts. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But unfortunately, sometimes you just gotta hope your opponent doesn't have the nuts, you know? It's like, there's not much you can do about it if they just open amazing like that. Oh, we should probably side out Cross-Eyed against this deck, right? Cross-Eyed just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm being the bad players that I always criticize. I always criticize people for not siding out Cross-Eyed against aggro, and here I go doing it myself. I could board in my own Cyberstein. I do have one in my side. I don't know. It seems a little... Well, maybe it's not risky. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not going to board it in. Yeah, King Tiger Wangu could come in. It does kill a lot of cards in this deck. It's... I don't know. It's hard sometimes, you know? A bit of okay hand going first. Always nice to start off the game with a good old twin-headed behemoth. The classic. Twin-headed behemoth's a dragon. Man, he's just going for it. This guy has no fear. Oh, I love that actually works. Let's see. Target one monster. This card destroyed a monster. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna widespread and kill the King Dragoon. So yeah, this is like the one time where... Not the one time. There's a few situations, but this is one of the few times where widespread's better than Saku. But this was one of the reasons I decided to play it, you know? But yeah, I actually think, I don't know, unless our opponent has Solemn, I think he's just dead. Because I just happen to have the perfect cards to deal with this board. Because it's like, this guy comes back, we draw. And then we just Mobius' board. Okay, sure. Okay, I mean, yeah, book works. We did already summon this turn. But yeah, if he didn't have book, like, he would have just been dead. We are gonna torrential. We always torrential here. Yeah, now he's dead because we have monster plus ring. Sonic Duck for game! Sonic Duck for game, boys. So yeah, that that was an interesting match because it like showcased a lot of different things. Like it showcased why you should meta for Thousand Eyes in defense, and it also showcased like the one advantage. There's really like 3 advantages of widespread, but it showcased one of the advantages of widespread. So we are, I guess we are technically 2-0, right? Yeah, we did win 2 matches, so if my calculations are correct, that does make us 2-0. Perhaps not the most representative of matches, but we are 2-0. Interesting, because in match 1, widespread almost lost us a game. But then in match 2, widespread saved our ass. Alright, well this guy's watching our stream. Like I know, because he was watching. So Rabash, widespread also hits Fiend Skull Dragon. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. So the main reason though that I decided to, no, widespread only hits things in attack mode, so it can't kill defense position BLS. I think it says that, you know, hit the highest attack thing in attack. Man, I hope he doesn't hit our best card. But then the other reasons, because some people main deck or side deck Noble Venom Extermination. That was actually the main reason that I decided to play the widespread over the 3rd Saku, was because I didn't want to get all of our Sakus hit by Nobleman. I got kind of lucky and drew Sinister. I tell you, this Soldier's definitely not as good as it... I don't know. It's not as good as it used to be, and it's just not super strong in general. But I tell you, sometimes if you open Abyss Soldier plus Sinister, I mean, sometimes it does just win you the game. I'm not saying it happens a lot, but it does happen. But yeah, let me read Widespread Rune just to see if it can kill a... Hold on, I need to go back. Oh, he's using Exiled? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Widespread only destroys attack position monsters. Oh, darn, he had Mirror Force. That's not nice. It's not nice. I must say, one nice thing about Abyss Soldier is that it does have synergy with Dust Shoot, because now we get to see the card that we bounce back. Oh man, he sent like a spell to bait our guy. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're sending back... Or no, not... We're sending back Spy. Yeah, I don't really like our position. I mean, our opponent has crossout, which is a brick versus us, but other than that, he's got some pretty good cards. Yeah, with a Saki, not really a good reason not to. Not that I can see, at least. So yeah, he's got Snatch, Crossout, and 2 Thunder Dragons. And for some reason, he's setting a card. I don't know why he would set a spell or trap, to be honest, because I'm not sure what that's supposed to accomplish. But yeah, we're just gonna poke. I mean, we can't set our Sinister because he has Crossout, so I think just attacking is the most productive play here. Yeah, I don't think this is Sangan. If he had Sangan, he would just summon it and attack. So yeah, we definitely like getting rid of Spy. That's a question of, like, do we attack or do we just put our guy in defense? What could he attack our Sinister with? He can't play a Chaos Monster. Or no, he could discard Thunder Dragon and play BLS and, like, attack our Sinister. I was trying to think if the 300 makes any difference. Is being at 46 any different than 49? I don't really think so, to be honest. Oh, that sucks. So yeah, we literally know his last X number of cards. Yeah, I think we do just Solemn here, to be honest. Because I was thinking, like, okay, the Duck can attack over Breaker. But I think we're the aggro deck in this matchup, so we don't really care about our life points very much. We mostly just care about his. And yeah, I mean, I guess we'll Dust Shoot. His hand might just be 2 Thunder Dragons. Man, that sucks. 2 Thunder Dragons and a Pot Greed. That blows. That blows so much. That's, like, literally, like, the... Because, like, obviously Pot of Greed's a great card, but it's even better when you draw Pot of Greed right after your opponent Dust Shoots you. And for some reason he didn't discard Thunder Dragon. I mean, there's definitely plenty of good draws that we could still have. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, I mean, he has... Yeah, problem is, like, he has Crossout. I think we just do this. Attack over the Blade Knight. And then just summon Sinister and say go. I think we definitely have some good cards we can draw. I mean, you know, like something kill Snatch. Yeah, it's just game 31-28. Yeah. Like I said, he drew Pottery at the best possible time. Indoors, I'm playing Emissary Aggro. But yeah, he literally drew Pottery at the best possible time. Which is, it's annoying. It's like, ironically enough, we would have just preferred that he opened Pottery. But yeah, this is not the easiest matchup for us, I think. Not the easiest matchup at all. But yeah, we'll give it a shot for game 2. I mean, game 1 was reasonably close. Oh wow, is this really our hand? I guess this is really our hand. This is actually our hand for some reason. So he has Bazoo. So let's see if we send back those. I'm thinking if we're gonna leave, we're definitely sending back Exiled. I know we're sending back Exiled. I'm just not sure what the other one that we send back is. Yeah, I think we'll just. It's tough. It's actually legitimately tough. Because his hand deals with our Kaiku so well. That's the problem. I mean, Bazoo is basically just a 1600 vanilla, so I guess we'll just leave him with that. But yeah, it's unfortunate, because like, Saku's a really bad card against our deck in general, but it happens to be pretty good at dealing with Kaiku specifically. Yeah, and I feel like it's just hard because I have to burn the Solemn here, and I really don't want to. I mean, we would potentially have some outs to our own Kaiku, I guess. Man, my draws suck. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose. I don't know, maybe not. We could just decide to not draw awful cards, and then maybe we could win. Like, what we really need to do is draw Mobius. Like, if we just Mobius these two back row... I mean, I guess he could chain book on our Mobius, but even if he chained book on our Mobius, Mobius would still be pretty good. Yeah, being at 24 already is pretty brutal. Like I said, life points really matter in this format, guys. People never believe me, but if we had, I don't know, if we had like 3,000 more life, I think we'd be in like a much better position. Being at 24 is pretty rough, though. Pretty hard. Oh no, we're just dead. Lol. Oh wait. Yeah, but yeah, this is why I say it's like I wish we had a little more life. Yeah, I mean, we did have a choice. I was considering just letting him snatch our guy, to be honest. I was definitely considering it. But, like, I don't really think it would have mattered. But yeah, it's like our hand was just all bricks. Like, I literally top decked Delinquent Duo the turn after our opponent set his entire hand. And then it's like I had Crossout, which was dead. I had Skill Drain, which was dead. I drew Breaker for my turn, which obviously didn't really help. Or not Breaker, sorry. I drew Emissary for my turn, which obviously doesn't help. So yeah, it's just kind of rough. I tell you, Kaiku's been pretty underwhelming, actually. I mean, I think we probably should still be siding it, because, like, I don't think there's better options. But it's just awkward, because, like, the problem is people don't have enough experience against this deck to realize that Saku is bad and side out their Sakus. So then by siding in your Kaikus, you just make you basically just make their Sakus live. It's just kind of a weird dynamic, I guess. Because it's like if our turn 1 Kaiku was like a turn 1 Emissary, it would have been a much better opening for us. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to find my match. My guy like played an upstart and I don't know. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong pool, that's why. Okay, there we go. So our opponent went upstart Warrior Lady, set 4 back rows, say go. Warrior Lady's pretty good card against this. If he Magic Jammers my Pot of Greed, I'll be a little upset. Yeah, Solemn's fine. I don't really care about Solemn. I don't know if this is Warriors. I mean, it could be Warriors. I was kind of assuming it wasn't Warriors, specifically because of Upstart. Yeah, a lot of people just don't realize how bad Upstart is. Like, if in the last match our opponent had upstarted us a couple of times, we probably could have won some of those games. Yeah, I guess we'll just duo here for 1 card. Oh, I guess it is Warriors. Good call, Doors. Good call. Yeah, I guess I'll just trade guys. Definitely not ideal, but we'll just trade guys. I don't know. We could have gone about this a little differently, I guess. Maybe trading guys wasn't the best option. I mean, we're definitely pretty ahead, though. Yeah, so I had brain control. It's like I could have did something like summon Emissary Brain and like attack for damage, but I wasn't sure that would work out. But yeah, Warriors is supposed to be like this deck's one good matchup. So if we lose to Warriors, that'd be kind of disappointing. So yeah, it's like I could have done something like Brain Control the Warrior Lady, attack with Emissary, attack with Warrior Lady, and then try to ring for game. But obviously there would have been like some risks to doing that, needless to say. But yeah, as long as our opponent doesn't draw like Breaker or something, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, let's take the 9. I don't know, I usually assume like these back rows are just like Sakuretsu armors and shit. So I'll attack, he'll probably Saku our guy. I might just solemn this ring here, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna solemn this ring. And for some reason he subtracted 1,000 from ring, so I'm gonna remind him to gain. It's kind of a weird game state. Oh, he's setting a monster? What monster could he even set? That makes no sense. I mean, I'm just gonna cross out because I've been holding this dead cross out all game. Why would he set... That makes no sense. Why not just exile, pop my exile? Why would he... This guy is on something. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legend, I'm not playing Oppressed People because I think it's a little too situational. I like how this guy knows I run Solemn and just still doesn't ask for a response. Like, come on, guys. If you know your opponent runs Solemn and you're activating a power spell, please ask people for a response. But yeah, we got the old Graceful into pot. Definitely not a great spot for us to be in. Oh, okay, well we drew like the best card in our deck, so... Really, this guy mains Bottomless? Jesus Christ. I hate playing against these people that like main cards that are just bad against the entire meta except our deck. It's just so brutal, it really is. It really is brutal. Yeah, the fact that Oppressed People's a meta target is kind of irrelevant because we don't play meta. If anything, it being a meta target's a bad thing, because it means our opponent could snatch steal it and meta it. He has like another Bottomless. Ah, he has Mirror. Man, he has Bottomless for the Emissary and Mirror for the Duck. Yeah, we're just gonna lose. Unless our opponent's draws are like all Noblemen across outs. Second Upstart would be good. I hope he draws a second Upstart. I mean, it's one-headed's definitely good. I don't know. If we just keep drawing, like, Emissaries and twin-headed behemoths, well, we should be fine. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're not dead, so... We're not dead. I mean, I'm not whining. I just like to play against representative decks of the meta. Like, if you think I'm whining, you can turn the stream off. Oh, is he not gonna attack? I mean, I think Bottomless is a decent side deck card, but it's definitely not a very good main deck card. Opponent's used 0 crossouts, and he has 3 back rows set. And yeah, I mean, one of them's pretty likely to be a crossout, so we're just gonna summon Sinister. It stops us from taking 300. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to win if we don't kill this Snatch Steal. Has used 1 Saku. Yeah, I'm just gonna say go. I don't want to attack into 3 back rows, unfortunately. I could try. It would be pretty risky. Oh, and my opponent didn't even remind me to gain 1,000. You realize that earlier in the game, I reminded him to gain 1,000, and he didn't remind me to gain 1,000? I mean, maybe he just forgot, but... Yeah, of course, even in chat says maybe I don't know if they're being funny or if it's just lag. But yeah, as long as we can keep gaining 1,000 here, we're in a pretty good spot. Like, I'm just gonna keep gaining 1,000 every turn, and if enough turns pass, then, you know, if enough turns pass, we're in pretty good shape. I mean, we got him to burn a solemn, I guess. I mean, he's gonna solemn something. He's gonna solemn something. And all of my draws have been bricks here. My hand is literally skill drain set, second skill drain in hand, dust shoot in hand. So I'm hoping we can, like, top deck Graceful. Top deck Graceful, discard some of these bricks. I mean, Abyss Soldier would also be extremely good. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, we have some decent side cards. And I mean, our main is well prepared for this kind of deck. It's just we have a lot of bricks. We do have a lot of bricks. But I only have 4 cards to side in. Alright, maybe we'll make it 5. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the skill drains in, but I'm gonna keep the solemns and dust shoots out. Man, this is not a very good hand. Probably looks like it's a good hand because I opened Pot of Greed, but my other 5 cards other than Pot of Greed are all pretty bad. I mean, Zombie Dragon with Book of Life, we would literally need to play a completely different deck. Like, I'm not saying that you couldn't play Zombie Dragon Book of Life, but you would just need to play the deck entirely differently. Oh, we're off to a decent start, I guess. It's weird. I feel like we both kind of have the same hand. We just both have a bunch of monsters. I mean, zombies can definitely be pretty competitive. They won a recent tournament. I mean, I don't think they're like a top 3 deck. Probably not even a top 5 deck, but they're pretty good. I mean, realize that, like, in GOAT format, there's like 20 viable decks, so, you know. I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say. Point is, there are a lot of viable decks. Is he just dead? Let's see, 32. Yeah, he's just dead. Yeah, it's 5,000. Unless he has Karibo, then he's not dead. Alright, that was not how I expected that game to go at all. Hey, Justin. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really see the point of doing like a Chaos Emissary thing. I'm not saying that this build of the deck is great, but having 1700 attack is really a lot more than 1100. I don't know if that's just like, you know, me being Captain Obvious, but like, there really is a big difference between those two numbers. Because 1700 is actually enough to get over a lot of things. For example, it's enough to trade with either of the two guys that he discarded. Yeah, luckily his opening wasn't that insane. His opening was actually pretty tame. So yeah, we're just gonna try to trade guys. Okay, that's fine. Don't want to get heavied. Looks like I'm not getting heavied, so I'm happy. Yeah, there's Torrential. Lewis, I really wrote like a 20-page essay on this subject. Needless to say, I think it would have a negative effect on the meta. And it's not part of the format. Like, if we're just gonna take a card that's not part of the format and add it to the format, it shouldn't be a card that's just fucking broken. Sonic Duck does trade with DD Assailant, as it turns out. It's weird that he's running 3 of those. We did normal summon already. We're just gonna do this in draw phase. And the reason why is I have Solemn set, so if he heavies, I want to deal damage to myself with Ring before I Solemn something. Because then we're paying less life points, relatively speaking. Oh, he's gonna Solemn? Oh man, this guy's gonna get fucked then. So yeah, he's already used to summon. His call is, in fact, gone. And now the predicament that he finds himself in here is that this is game, and even if he has removal, he has to go -1 to use it. Oh, well, he does have a pretty good removal card. Yeah, so he's gonna need some pretty good cards here. He can't play Chaos Monsters. Oh, that's definitely a pretty good one. Well, if our opponent does have the cross out for the Giant Soldier Stone, I will be kind of mad. Well. Our opponent has not used Torrential. He's used one Bottomless, no Torrential. He also hasn't used Ring. Oh, that's scary. I don't know, let's MST, hope we hit the good card. Oh, he's gonna Solemn it? Wow, that card must be really good. Oh man, this is like such a mind game now. Cause he knows we have Sonic Duck. And he's just playing Solemn anyways. It's almost like he's saying, yeah, bro, I have Torrential. Cause to me, Torrential would be literally the only card worth protecting here, right? Man, I tell you, if he had 200 less life points, or 300 less, we could flip Soldier and try to attack for game. Yeah, I mean it has to be either Torrential or Ring. Those are the only two cards that would be worth protecting with Solemn. Now, if it's Ring, I'd be fine with just forcing a draw. I mean, I guess we say go. I mean, clearly we know he doesn't have cross out, because he would have used it last turn. Oh wow, I'm such a sack. Such a sack. I just top decked heavy. Oh wow, what's Torrential? Man, I'm just so good at this game. Man, that was... Yeah, I mean... Torrential is a pretty good card as it turns out. So yeah, I mean, we're 3-1 today. That match is closer than it's supposed to be. Like, the fact that he was maining, like, DD Assailant and Bottomless, I mean, particularly Bottomless is, like, really, really good against our deck. And like I said, it's definitely not good against the meta. But it is good against our specific deck. Oh, whoops, I did the wrong thing. It's too bad that guy probably sided out his Upstart Goblins, because if we had, like, a few more life, game would have been a lot less scary. If we're at 2,000 instead of 1,000, it's like totally different game. People just don't understand. His hand is average-ish. Yeah, what deck did I play for the 1 win of Advance? Good question, Indoors. Beats me. Beats me. Luckily we have the best monster in the game, which is Sonic Duck. Yeah, I'll play around morphing. You never know, could be morphing. Yeah, didn't think it would be, but you never know. Alright, so we'll probably find out what we're up against. Oh, we're playing another warrior deck. I love these warrior players who just don't even attempt to play around crossout. Just makes my day. Alright, so hopefully... You know, hopefully we're fine. Oh, he has Chaos Sorcerer in his hand, though. That's a pretty good card. And he has Solemn. And he actually has a lot of good cards here. Maybe it's not super good. I mean, Exiled is a pretty bad card against our deck. I mean, I guess we send back Ninja. That's pretty good. And then he doesn't have the Light for Sorcerer. And it's like, what the hell does he do then, right? I'm either sending back the Ninja or the Sorcerer. I'm just not sure which. Probably just the Ninja. Yeah, we'll just send back the Ninja. Oh, he's on Jargreed. He's like on a older list, I guess. Jargreed's pretty good against Dushy, though, I will admit that. I'm definitely fine with this play, though. Okay, he's gonna Solemn. Which is definitely good. I mean, the fact that we made him burn the Solemn is pretty huge. Okay, he's gonna Saku our guy. That's not super surprising. So he has Chaos Sorcerer and Exiled. I mean, I'm gonna set my Sinister just to bait Exiled, I think. I mean, that has to be a good play. Yeah, trading Tribe for Solomon 4K is pretty sick, actually. Yeah, I'll just take 14 here. I mean, I don't have to take 14, but I'm at 8,000, so we can afford to. That's a great thing about being at 8,000. So, you know, he has a dead Chaos Sorcerer. And a bunch of unknown cards otherwise. I hope he just Solemns our Breaker here, too. Oh, man, I'm a sicko. I'm a certified sicko. I think the moral of the story here is sometimes Solemn is a good card, but sometimes it's not a good card. I don't know if you guys knew that. Oh, I'm glad we milled Skill Drain. I didn't want to draw that. Not glad I milled Abyss Soldier. I am glad that I drew Graceful Charity. Yeah, I guess you're right. I kind of did sum up the podcast. Sometimes Solemn's a good card, sometimes it's not a good card. You make a valid point. You make a valid point. Yeah, I don't want to lose my Sonic Duck, so I gotta kill his Donzlug now. Sonic Duck's just too good of a card. We can't let him discard that one. Oh, and now he's setting a monster. Look at these people, setting monsters. Who would do that? And since I top-decked Skill Drain, I will not attack. Yeah, he still doesn't have a light in his grave. Just checking, you know. Yeah, he's got more darks. He's definitely got some darks, but he still doesn't have a light. Yeah, you still don't have a light, buddy. 3 darks, no light. That's how it goes sometimes. Oh yeah, he's just dead. Oh, well. I was gonna ring his guy, but he's just dead. Yeah, you're just dead. So yeah, I mean, that Warrior game was not particularly close. I think we're just gonna try the same side decking strat again, probably. I could side in Blade Knight just because it has 2,000 attack, potentially, but I don't think that's a good idea. You know what maybe should be my side? No. I don't know. My side probably needs to be adjusted somehow. Because it's like, the problem is I have like, you know, 7 cards to side out against warriors, and only like 4 good ones to side in. So I feel like I should probably do something about that. But luckily, like, the matchup game 1 is so good that, like, it probably doesn't matter that our side kind of sucks. Maybe I just shouldn't even side cross out, because this guy just doesn't attempt to play on cross out at all. He set 2 monsters in game 1, and now he's setting a monster again. So it's probably either Warrior... It's either Warrior Lady, Donzalug, or Sangan. Yeah, we'll just attack. I mean, if it's Warrior Lady, not too fun, but whatever, yeah. I was getting the old Donnie Z. Yeah, I literally sided in 1 Magic Jammer just because it's like... It's better than the cards that I was siding out. Like, it's better than Nobleman to cross out. So I did end up siding in 1 Magic Jammer. And it happened to work out because I opened the Sinister with it. Seriously, I thought he might attack with Breaker, just because it would have 19, but he decided to use the effect. I mean, Sensei I will play, but I don't want to play a best of 7. What kind of nonsense is that? I tell you, I wish there was some way to, like, I don't know, some way to search out Emissary, because I feel like when I draw a bunch of Emissaries, I usually win, but if I just, like, draw all the other shitty cards in my deck, I don't. So... I mean, I played Chris in Best of 7 because he just wanted to play Best of 7. And it was IRL and we had nothing better to do. Luckily, my hand is like a Sinister and a bunch of vanillas, so this Dawn doesn't really hurt me that much. Yeah, this was... Brain Control on Dawn's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess we'll... Yeah, I guess we'll set the Giant Soldier. Hope our opponent doesn't have the cross out. It's just hard, because when your opponent has 3 cards in hand like this, it's kind of likely that one of them's a cross out. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll let this Blade Knight go through. I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish. Maybe he has, like, Smashing Ground? That would kind of make sense, I guess. Or maybe he has Ring and he's setting Ring. And it's like, I could kill this Blade Knight, but I don't really want to, because then he could play a Chaos Sorcerer, which would be bad. Thoughts on Israel-Palestine? To be honest, I don't really have much thoughts on Israel-Palestine. I'm not even being sarcastic. I don't really have much thoughts. Let me put it this way: I can understand both sides of the argument. I can see why neither side likes each other. Oh. Yeah, no, I was gonna answer the favorite food question, but then something distracted me. I mean, I guess I'm not necessarily sure what my favorite food is. This Sombre of the Dark is really good against Giant Soldier Stone, though. I will say that. Oh no, my dual sim will allow spectators. I think it's very important for like things like streaming. I was curious what people's thoughts were, to be honest. There wasn't some like ulterior motive behind that question. I was literally just curious what people thought. That might be hard for some people to believe, but it does happen to be true. Oh, a thing happened. Oh, thanks, Toxic Boy, for following. Our opponent has used Heavy Storm. Thanks to whoever just did a thing. Yeah, thanks, Vatos, for following. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like eventually our opponent's gonna draw out to this Giant Soldier Stone and we might be screwed. But until that day occurs, we're gonna camp on this Giant Soldier Stone. Yeah, thanks, guys. I actually think it's hilarious that you think I'm left-wing. It's funny because everyone that I talk to that's right-wing thinks I'm left-wing, and everyone that I talk to that's left-wing thinks I'm right-wing. So I just always find that hilarious when people like call me one or the other. I find it absolutely hilarious. So yeah, that definitely made my day. That definitely made my day. You guys obviously must not pay attention to the podcast very much. Because literally in the last episode, I argued that we should just let businesses make money. That is like the most right-wing idea in the world. Yeah, just leave businesses alone. They have a right to make money. That is like literally the most right-wing idea on the face of the planet. Giant Trunade, really? I don't know, I guess I'll chain MST, just in case one of these back rows is something broken. Oh, actually, hitting Dust Shoot's pretty good there, because now he doesn't get to Dust Shoot me. He was gonna do the old Trunade Dust Shoot combo. Oh, that's pretty good. I tell you, whether or not we're in a good position here really depends on what card he discards. I'll just pick a fucking card, man. Just pick a card. Oh, okay, good. He hit the worst card out of my 4-card hand, so we take those. Oh, what do we do here? What do we do here? Probably summon the best monster in the game. I think that's what we should do. Summoning the best monster in the game seems like the optimal play. Okay, that's fine. I'd rather him book than Saku, that's for sure. It's a pretty even game. I mean, pretty even life. Pretty even in terms of card advantage. Obviously, the duo is a 1-for-1. And he paid 1,000. I mean, paying 1,000 definitely matters here. I don't particularly want him to BLS me. I mean, I think Divine Wrath is good in very specific matchups, so it could see more play eventually, depending on how the meta evolves. And Sachi, I'm not a fan of Ayn Rand. I mean, I'm not a fan, but I'm not a fan either, if that makes sense. I don't really have any particular opinion on her. Oh, DD Warrior Lady, that's a good card. Good thing we have Torrential. Well, Andy, because one card's better than the other. That's like saying, if you can't figure out whether Smash and Ground or Fisher's better, just play 2 of one and 1 of the other. I mean, we can disagree on which card's better. People are allowed to disagree. But, I mean, one card is better than the other. That's kind of how this works. Oh, yeah, our opponent's just dead. Unless he has... I don't know. He's probably dead. Man, he has the Torrential. This guy's too good. This guy's too good. Hey, Heavy Rain. Yeah, it's a close game. It's a close game. I can really see this one going either way here. Problem is we've used like a lot of our threats. Like we've already used 2 emissaries in all 3 vanillas. And now we've used our pre too. So yeah, I think this could be a hard one to win. We need to oh man, and he has a second Dawn? Was that yeah, man, this guy plays second Dawn. I mean guys, like, it's not like you can search out Raigeki Break or Wing Blast. Like, one of them is better than the other. That's just kind of how this stuff works. How is going vegan even a political issue? That's just personal opinion. That's literally not a political issue. Oh, seriously? This guy just has another fucking something? Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we did see some cards. I don't think they really change anything. This is a decentish hand, I guess. If we discard Light in the Dark, though, that would kind of suck. Kind of put us in an awkward position. Well, he's thinking, which is a good thing. If our opponent has to think about what to discard, it probably means that his hand is either really good or really bad. I have no idea why he would side in Faith against a deck with, like, a bunch of skill drains, but okay. So I guess he probably gets, I don't know. He'll probably either get Warrior Lady or do something like Smash and Ground My Guy and summon Dawn's Luke, something like that. That's not a warrior. This guy tried to Rhoda for Skill Dark Magician. How does he not know that? Is this real life, people? Maybe this guy's just trying to troll me. Yeah, this Umbrea is fine. I don't really care about that. It's literally called Skill Dark Magician, not Skill Dark Warrior. Alright, I guess my guy is going to flip face up. So I guess he's gonna get exiled? Yeah, that's fine. Man, he's got the dust. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, we're still in a good position, though. We're still in a good position. Ah, Potter Greed sucks. Wish I had Magic Jammer, but I don't. Yeah, so let's hope this Mobius goes through. Oh, that's pretty sick. It does have light in the dark, but I think I can deal with that, probably. I don't know, BLS might just kill us. But otherwise, I'm not too worried. Oh, man. Here we go. So Steven, to answer your question, it's you either sub to me on Twitch, or since, you know, you're on YouTube, you click the join button. And on YouTube, it's $4 to join. On Twitch, it's $5 to sub, but if you have Twitch Prime, then it's free. Hopefully that answers your question. Alright, so our opponent goes 13. He'll gain 1,000. Then Sorcerer would be game next turn. And he has no light, no dark in his grave. Normal summoning Blade Knight. Does he have ring? Oh, that's weird. Trying to think, do I even have Sengen targets left? Yeah, I have one Sengen target left in this deck. Yeah, Mirror Force is gone, so no need to switch our guy to defense. So yeah, this basically just resets the game state. He loses 1,000, then I'll gain 1,000. For some reason, this guy takes forever to add 1,000. But okay, here we are. Oh, he had Jar Greed. Okay, that's interesting. I actually thought he probably had like another Solemn set, but that was clearly the wrong read. That can be an interesting thing about Jar and Warriors. Sometimes it forces your opponent to like play around stuff. But yeah, I don't know what this guy's gonna do with 3 cards that can really deal with our board. He would need to have like something extremely specific. Yeah, I don't... To me, it's like if I were that guy, I would set the Blade Knight, because at least if you set the Blade Knight and it gets destroyed by battle, then you have a light in your grave. So that you can top deck... You can top deck like a Sorcerer later. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, he just conceded. So yeah, I think we're like 4-1 tonight or something. We played 2 Warrior decks. No, Call Me Nevermore. I'm not playing in tomorrow's GOAT tournament. I'm pretty much going to spend the entire weekend working on my dual sim. Yeah, I'm going to take a break here for 1 minute. And Steven, if you do sub, let me know in the chat and I'll play your deck. Otherwise, I'm going to play one more match with this deck and then call it a night. Jordan, if you're playing like an Abyss target, you should probably play The level 1 guy oppressed people or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna play one more match. Yeah, even though we're full winded, I actually don't feel like this deck is like that great. I mean, it's definitely decent. And it's definitely better than like the average deck that most people play on Dueling Book. But like all of our matches were like pretty close. Even our match against like that dragon guy was pretty close, and he was playing like a tier 3 deck. I don't know. I also kind of feel like in general this deck does better when it's going first. Like when you play warriors, you don't really care that much if you go first or second. But with this deck, I really feel like you kind of want to go first. It's just because we play like 3 tribute monsters. Sounds so funny. I feel like I've never gotten to use Skill Drain, like in 5 matches or something. I mean, not only do I not think Air Knight's very good in this deck, but Air Knight just isn't good in the current meta. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's like Air Knight is literally the worst it's ever been. Like, if there is ever a time to play 3 Air Knights, now is definitely not it. This guy's playing Raigeki Break and Mobius in the same deck. And he discarded Ring? He discarded Ring when we're at 32? I have no idea what is going on here. Sometimes people confuse me. If our opponent doesn't really... Okay, I was going to say, if our opponent doesn't do anything this turn, I'll like our position. But if he did do something, then maybe not. Because we have Tribe, which is, like, obviously the best card versus a field full of goats. But yeah, as far as what tribute monster you play, it really depends on the deck. I mean, Zaborg is definitely, like, the best tribute monster in a vacuum. But that's obviously just a vacuum. I'm still trying to figure out why this guy discarded Ring. If he just still had Ring in his hand, there's, like, just no way we could ever hope to win this game. Does he have lights and darks? No, he doesn't. We're at 800. Yeah, unless he has like another brain control or something, we're probably fine. Yeah, I mean, since that's true, probably pre and call also aren't as good as they used to be. Not that pre and call are bad, but when everyone's running like Chaos Monsters and Kaikus, they're definitely not... They're definitely not the best they've ever been. They're not the power cards they used to be. He's already used 2 brains. He can't have a 3rd brain, can he? Yeah, there literally are no good machine dupe targets. Like, just literally 0. Is this guy ever gonna show me his hand? I guess we'll send... It doesn't matter, he's just dead no matter what. So he's just playing Monarchs with Raigeki Break for some reason? That's what it looks like. I have no idea why he's playing Raigeki Break in Monarchs. But it does seem like he's playing Raigeki Break in some sort of Monarch deck. Like, it literally looks exactly like Chris Perovic's build, but it has Monarchs. Oh, doesn't Ryan Spicer's list have Raigeki Break in it? Maybe this is... I don't even know what his username is. Maybe this is Ryan Spicer. Because I'm pretty sure Ryan Spicer's list has like 2 Raigeki Breaks in it for some reason. Wait, if I want to side in that... Trying to remember if his list plays cross-out targets. Shit, this is why I need to like actually play more. I tell you, back when I was at peak GOAT, I would just have like every person's list memorized. Just had every person's list memorized. Probably also, yeah, we definitely want brain control for this matchup. I don't know, I'll try this. Yeah, I did feel like there was something different between his list and Spicer's list. I'm just not super familiar with Spicer's list, so I was like, I don't know. Yeah, let's go full meme here, I guess. That is fine. Hopefully we can just ride skill drain to victory. Not saying it's likely, but it's certainly possible we can just ride a skill drain to victory. You just gotta believe, you know? Just gotta believe. I mean, skill drain in play, our opponent's deck is just a bunch of 2400 vanillas. This is like literally almost the same hand that we dust sheeted last time. Now I'm just gonna send back Jinzo again. Jinzo's a pretty good card against our deck. I mean, Mobius is too, but I think Jinzo's a little better. Especially since he probably runs Premature at a minimum. Alright, so that card is Torrential. Let's see. He can Brain Tribute for something. I might just draw pass for a while, to be honest, because I don't really want to get, like, Brain Monarched. Yeah, I think we can draw pass for a couple of turns. He immediately sets a monster. What could it be? I guess it could be like a Gravekeeper Spy. Or just a random thing that he wants to tribute for a Monarch. Yeah, we're gonna attack, see what it is. Okay, Sinister, that's fair. I don't think Skull Archfiend's particularly good. It's pretty decent in Battle Pack 1, though. We're gonna Solemn this. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to win this game unless we draw... I don't know. A Crossout would be good. Oh, wow. I'm so good at this game. Checked his grave, said go. Okay. Yeah, I'm drawing pretty well, so I might just win because of that. He has, like, literally the same fucking hand again. This is annoying as piss. So he's used Brain Mobius, and he has Blowback Torrential. This could be a tough one to come back from, not gonna lie. Like a premature burial for Exiled would be pretty good. Let's see. Go to 27. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the aggro play because I think it's like the only way that we win. I mean, we literally know that his face down is torrential, so let's deal 41. Put him at 31. Say go. If his hand is all bricks, then we should win. If his hand is not all bricks, then we will probably not win. But yeah, he has a blowback in hand, a torrential set, 2 cards we don't know. Yeah, then we end phase MST the new set, and then we win. I mean, it was a brick, but you know. Yeah, that was kind of a close game. That was kind of an interesting game. Yeah, kind of. I don't know, like, exactly what his build was. I mean, it was fun. I'm mainly just confused by why he was playing Raigeki Break. That was the only thing that didn't make sense to me. It literally just seemed like Chris's deck, but with Raigeki Break instead of Decree. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if that was you, or whoever that was, I just didn't understand the Raigeki Break. Just didn't understand the Raigeki Break. But yeah, I mean, I actually think Monarchs are a pretty decent deck, but I think they're much better when you play Decree. If we had gotten Decreed at any point in that game, we would have been kind of boned. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Pretty good time to call the night. Oh, okay, he said GG's. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I don't know what kind of scrub you are. I really have no idea what kind of scrub you are. You could be any kind of scrub in the world. So yeah, I'll show you guys the deck again just for the people who missed it. So yeah, that was the deck that I played. I actually think the side deck is kind of ass. Like, I think if someone made this, like, if someone changed, like, half the cards in the side deck, I think it would be a bit better, to be honest. But I still don't think this deck's super great. But we did go 5-1. We went 5-1 against some very, like, non-representative decks. We played 2 Warriors. We played... The deck that we lost to is, like, Bazoo Return or whatever. So we lost to Bazoo Return, then we beat 2 Warrior decks, Monarchs, Dragons, and then some other deck that I forget. There's some other deck that we beat that wasn't very good. I don't know. But yeah, have a good night, guys. Good luck to the people playing in the tournament this weekend or whatever. So yeah, take care.